Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream I'll be trying to get a high score in the Sackboy Big Adventure PlayStation tournament. So sit back, relax, grab your local Sackboy, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. So I actually got a high score earlier. I think I'll show you instead of thinking. Okay, so my current rank is 108. My time is 37 seconds, .446. My current tier is I actually reached platinum, but I'd love to reach diamond. But more than anything else, I want to defeat Yusuf's score. So he has a time of 35.528 seconds and his current rank is 93. I believe I can do it. You know, I've picked up a few skills today, and I believe that with enough time and enough practice, I will be able to beat Yusuf's score. More than first and lovely viewer, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming. Hope you're keeping well, and I hope you enjoy my live stream of Sackboy Big Adventure, where I am attempting to get a high score in the PlayStation tournament. My live stream is up and running on my phone.
Clamas, I'm back from my hiatus.
Fortnite Gamer 123 back from your hiatus. I can't even say the word. Welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, man. How are you doing? How did your day go? And enjoy my live stream where I'm attempting to get a high score in the Sackboy Big Adventure PlayStation tournament. More than anything else, Fortnite Gamer, I want to beat my friend's high score, Yusuf. He has a time of 35.528. Playing Apex as always, man. How is Apex going? So if I can just get a high score, and if I can beat my friend's high score, I will be happy with that. Fun fact, you know, the second cookiest monster, who is currently second, he actually subscribed to my YouTube channel earlier today. He actually commented, and I was actually watching his video earlier. Strange, isn't it? Got a few tips from his video. Kill the leader. Yeah, I'm going to kill the leader. That's my objective. Kill the leader. Kill the glitcher. The glitcher 1705. But yeah, honest to God, cookiest monster, who is currently rank 2 in the Sackboy Big Adventure PlayStation tournament. He commented on my live stream. I think it was my live stream of earlier this morning, or else it was yesterday, and he was like, well done.
Another day, another switch Peruma El Boca.
Ed.
Kill a wader in Apex.
Oh, you're killing the leader in Apex. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. And Chad Middleton, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming. How are you doing, man? How'd your day go? And enjoy my live stream of Sackboy Big Adventure PlayStation tournament, where I am attempting to get a high score. So is there another Switch Pro rumor? What is the Chad? So I'm just going to waste no time, and I'm going to get stuck into the game.
Day has been good so far.
Glad to hear it, man. Watch how better I got now. Apart from taking damage there.
Switch Pro is trending on Twitter, not sure why.
Okay. That's kind of strange.
Sup Fortnite gamer. Chad my man, what's up?
Oh my god. What is it about? Lads, whenever I live stream, I just can't focus.
Apparently, because Nintendo increased the production units to 30 million.
You serious? So I don't even know how to respond to that. Just because Nintendo want to make money and continue selling their products, people think there's going to be a Switch Pro.
Hello.
Hello Damien buddy, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, man. How are you doing? And hope you enjoy my live stream of the Sackboy Big Adventure PlayStation tournament, where I am attempting to get a high score. I actually got a high score earlier today, but I want to beat Yusuf's high score more than anything else. So great to have you in the live stream as always, and hope you're keeping well.
Sup Damien. Damien the Manian.
Damien the Manian.
Hey. Hi Chad and Fortnite gamer. Hi Cookie Monster.
Cookie, what the hell? Cookie Monster's here. You're currently second. You're currently second right now. Man, I need your help, Cookie Monster. Right? I need to know. Well, I don't really. It's okay because I went. Doesn't matter. Well, just yeah. Basically, I was. Come on. Let's hold that thought.
Cookie Monster?
Okay, so I know you commented and you told me what to do, but I'm trying to like jump higher from that trampoline thing, but it works sometimes, but not all the time.
What do you need to know?
Basically, how did you jump so high on this? Because this is like, I mean, this is the standard height, right? No, I know you said roll, but how exactly? Like, I can't seem to do it all the time.
Monster, aka my childhood. How is Elmo doing on Sesame Street?
So basically, I want to know how to actually get higher on this. I know you said roll.
It's about to come up.
Yeah, but it's hard to like. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go the left-hand side. Thanks. By the way, it's just it doesn't seem to work for me. I'll just do what works. I attempted to do it so many times, but like I can never get it right.
Don't jump straight way.
I know, but it's just I can never get it right.
It's hard to do.
It's very hard, Joe. I mean, it took me the whole day just to. Yeah, it's impossible. Well, it's not impossible because obviously you did it, but It's just too annoying for me to do it. Jesus, I can't focus when I'm doing a live stream. Oh my god. Lads, you have no idea how difficult it actually is to try to get a high score on this and live stream at the same time.
Happy birthday to The Rock, El Boca.
Happy birthday to The Rock. His birthday today, is it?
He's 49.
40? Is that all he is? I thought he'd be older than that. Ah, for fuck's sake. I would have gotten the lower high score anyway, even if I did do that. I don't know what am I doing.
Damn, looks good for 49.
I know, yeah. I thought he was actually older, honestly. For fuck's sake.
He's almost 50 and still more healthy people in their 20s.
It's crazy, yeah. And Games Hacking, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming. How are you doing, man? And I hope you enjoy my live stream of Sackboy Big Adventure. Or I'm of course playing the PlayStation tournament, trying to get a high score.
Don't slap there.
Going what? Oh, for fuck's sake. What, don't slap where?
When you're about to grab the platform, if you slap it cancels it.
Okay. Oh, this is fucking painful. Two seconds. Oh, this is definitely not the kind of game you want to be.
Battlefield 6 images got leaked.
Oh, nice.
Hi.
We having it. CPT Glitchy, welcome. Well, you're hardly number one right now in the PlayStation tournament. Hardly. Is that you? Are you the Glitchy? Nonetheless, welcome to Green Hill Gaming. How are you doing?
Yeah, that him.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, what kind of sorcery are you using, man? What kind of magic are you using?
Welcome, CPT Glitchy.
Are you all scared now because I'm going to beat your high score? Is that what it is? Is that why you're here? Do I intimidate you, lads?
He's a robot.
Ah. Oh, it's the developer, Sumo Digital.
I just have too much free time.
That's what they all say. I'm only joking. Well, I'm honoured to have you on my live stream nonetheless.
You thought I left, man. I don't have a rhyme.
What? I don't have a rhyme. Why not?
What's her current personal best?
I forget. I'm just too lazy to go back to the menu now. I think it's like, might as well show you now. Personal best. Just so you can show off your high scores. Current best is 37.446, but you know what, man? I am coming for your high score. Yeah? The glitcher. Is that what you call the glitcher? Because you glitched your way to number one? Is that what it is? Well, I'm coming for your high score, man. What goes up must come down. I'm taking you down, boy.
I wish you luck, friend. The last second is the hardest to shave off.
I would say so. Tonight, I am Gillette Mac 3, motherfucker. Shave off that 1 second.
Why? He's scared. Quaking right now.
You should be. You hacker.
Guess what?
Too much time in my hands, my hole. What? Too much time hacking, you mean?
I have a new legend on Apex.
Oh, nice. What is that? The fuck is going on? Well, that's just annoying.
She shocks the enemy team with a static arc.
Oh, nice.
If you're curious to see my hacks, I have the run on my channel.
Yeah, I've seen it. Well, who's this now? Oh no, I haven't seen your video. I just think you've got a very convenient name. I bet you work for Sumo Digital.
I wish. How to make a vid.
How to make a vid?
I can't beat him, disappointed face.
I can imagine how annoying it must be for you, Cookie Master, just knowing that you're like just so close to being number one. Lads, all joking aside, like what kind of magic is required, like, to get a score like 25? Like, I mean, we both own the same game, you know. We're both doing the same thing. What is it that you have that I don't? And don't you dare say a skill.
You could save like 2 seconds just by changing a route.
Yeah, but what route though? Where did you go? What route did you take? Fuck's sake.
Yeah, you could do the roll. No.
I tried doing that fucking roll, but like, what? Jesus Christ! Like, I seen your video. You just make it look so like natural. Like, you know what I mean? It's a typical. That's why I think it's hacking. Like, you know, seriously, like. Okay, fair enough. I forgot to pong that one. Yeah, no.
Pain.
Shoe, pain, mole. What's his name?
I'm back.
Welcome. And you weren't even there. You wouldn't even leave in the first place.
If I uploaded the 500 plus failed runs, it'd look natural.
It's just like.
Shoe the 11th person.
Oh god. Everyone is like the entire leaderboard is fucking coming to my live stream. What the hell is going on?
I made a vid. At CPT glitchy it would. No way it's Cookie the second person. Release your inner septicide.
Whoa, and I know, I go full Kano. I go full Kano on you. Well, lads, you know, you should be honoured to have the 109th person in the live stream. Unless my number is higher than your number. I have that. I have a higher number than you. That's why I am right now, 109th.
No way. You're almost diamond.
Yeah. Almost.
The higher the number, the better.
Yeah, the higher the number, the better, exactly.
Just need 3 seconds saved.
But how? How do I do it? Fucking stupid cunt, is it? It's tough, like.
I do that all the time.
Cunt! I hate that cunt so much, I swear to God. And I still would have gotten, like, I wouldn't have gotten a high score anyway, so it's not.
Mimi.
Mimi.
RF those guys.
Oh, stop.
You'll get this. You can go diagonally right there.
Diagonally, yeah, I know, yeah. I was watching Cookie's video earlier today. Oof, indeed.
Maggot have the worst best aim.
What? How the fuck am I getting 28 seconds on here? I'm playing worse. Oh, cunt.
You can share play and pretend you're doing it.
There is that too, yeah. That is an option. Is that what you did?
Share play with Sumo Dev who can beat the trial in 5 seconds.
Huh? 5 seconds.
That's you.
It's actually crazy to have the top two players in the Sackboy Big Adventure tournament in the live stream. That is just crazy. I'm honoured, lads, honestly, I'm honoured. So, like, are the two of you, like, are you, like, professional, like, speedrunners? Like, do you speedrun other games? Or what? And the 11th, sorry, and the 11th as well. And then there's me.
If he is still here.
Oh, he's still here, I see. Well, I once took down the final form of Jack Baker in Resident Evil 7 with a survival knife. Pocket knife, just saying. That's my accomplishment anyway. On Madhouse difficulty, may I add.
I can do the first jump pretty consistently now. Feels great. The only speedruns I've done are for some of the original LBP games.
Rubbing it in there, Shu. Nice speedrun I've done
Nice.
for the original Oh god. I don't even care about the first jump because I'm only like a fraction of a second behind anyway. So I don't care. I know.
Glitcher is actually 12 years old. D.
Really? What a way to... Oh god.
You can also roll over that golden block thing after the first bounce.
What golden block? So roll over that golden block thing.
Johnny is Boomer El Boca.
Shut up, Chad.
He means jump on the gold block. The one before you drop down the first time.
I literally have no idea. Bastards!
Who put that hole there?
But that fucking hole there. Oh god.
It could be better if they put more moles.
Oh no, yeah.
How many people play this game?
How many people play this game? I don't know. Fuck's sake. Game hacking, I don't know, man.
1,280 people. About 4.
About
Welcome
4.
Games hacking. Then I'm number 1281th. 1280 PS5 players.
How do you know all that?
They must have stolen it.
So,
It says on the leaderboard.
Oh. Jesus Christ almighty. If I was playing this offline, if I was streaming this, like, I'd actually be playing better, like.
Probably better to not slack there. 800 attempts, still not top 10. I am popping off.
800 attempts, still not top 10. Okie dokie.
Whoa. Talking about myself. That made a cool sound.
It did, didn't it?
Whoa.
So number 1 and number 2, just gonna ask, what does your life consist of? Like, do you literally wake up in the morning and play Sackboy Big Adventure until you sleep for like 2 hours, and when you're sleeping you're dreaming of where to jump, how to jump, and then you wake up after your 2 hours sleep and then play more Sackboy Big Adventure?
I had a 27S run killed by a mole.
With what?
I'm going to cry.
That's painful.
Yes, and I eat Sackboy, a Big Adventure themed cereal. Any Jacksepticeye fans in the chat? Elbow cup.
None whatsoever. Lads, I'm Irish and this is how an Irish man talks. But Jacksepticeye is Irish as well, but he puts on an Irish accent. So do you know Jacksepticeye? That's not how he actually sounds. He's just putting on an Irish accent. even though he's Irish himself. You believe that?
I'm here.
I'm here.
He chose the extra Irish option.
The extra Irish option. Oh, he's just a fake ass motherfucker, is what he is. So how long did it take you to get number 1 and number 2? How many days were you playing this game? Like, this challenge, I mean.
Years of training.
Years of training. So you are a professional speedrunner then. But like, what I mean is like, oh, this game's happened. No, lads, number 1, number 2. That's what I'm going to call you now. Number 1 and number 2. And number 11 as well. Because number 11, or yeah, number 11. How long did it take you to get this score?
The first 2 days it was just back and forth between me and Cookiest, I think.
So a little just, so like, so you came first like on your first attempt, second attempt? How did you figure out how to do all the jumps? Like, I'm pretty sure it didn't come to you naturally, like, you know, like the jump at the start. How did you how did that come to your mind? Like, how did you just say, oh, well, I'm going to jump here? Like, I mean, how did this... So you're playing it, right, and you're trying to get a high score. Like, how did this jump... How did this jump...
Funnily enough, I think I was the first person to even post a score because the leaderboards went live at a really weird time.
Great. Okay, so, which one of you just said to yourselves, you know what, I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna press circle at the specific time. Like, who thought of that? Like, how did that come to your mind naturally? You know, that's what I'd like to know.
Cookiest found the thing with that mole.
But what do you mean you found it? Like, how did you just like, how did you find it? It's like a chicken and the egg situation, really, isn't it? I'm very suspicious of that score. 25 seconds.
I'm guessing he got the idea, because you could do the same thing with bouncy pads.
Well, I'm guessing that it's all a scam. I'm joking. I'm half joking. Like, how the hell did you get 25 seconds? And how the hell did you just know all these places and all these jumps?
It's just a process of looking at the layout and trying to figure out the fastest line from point A to point B. Lots of experimentation.
Okay. And a bit of hacking in the process.
Hacking and many drugs.
Oh, what the fuck? Whoever placed that pillar there seriously needs to get fired. I'm actually calling up the motherfucker that put that pillar there.
Oops, in blind year it's a new challenge every month.
Oh god. So how often do you play this game? Number 1 and number 2. If number 2 is still here, I don't know if he's still here.
I only play it when someone beats one of my times. But at release I played it basically every day.
Basically every day. So like, you're a pro, so like... Fucking hell. Bastards. Oh God. Like seriously, how did you get 25 seconds? Like, even if you go a different route, even if you get further jumps, an entire 10 seconds. Like, let's just remind ourselves what 10 seconds is. Alright? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I want to know what the fuck happens in those 10 seconds. Where do you go in those 10 seconds? What jumps do you make in those 10 seconds? Huh? What the fuck am I doing in those 10 seconds? Or what am I not doing in those 10 seconds? But yeah. Because I'm pretty much going the same direction. I mightn't be making the exact same jumps, but I'm still going in the same direction, and I find it very hard to believe.
Probably 10 seconds you spend not rolling or slapping mid-air, which slows you down a fair bit.
No, I don't believe that. I just net up, not 10 seconds. Not an entire 10 seconds. Again, this is 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I find it very hard to believe that I'm missing 10 seconds. I'm just going to be honest now, and don't take this personally. I mean no offense when I say this, but I do believe that both of you have used some form of hacking or glitching to get that score. I mean, it happens. It happens. Again, don't take it personally. Don't be offended. But that is my belief. I just find it very hard to believe that you could possibly have a 10-second boost. And even if I make this jump, This jump here. This magical hidden jump that only a select few people know about. Yeah? Even if I make that jump and go over here, I watched Cookie's video and he reaches the platform up ahead at 9 seconds. So that's only like, I'm only a second behind by going to the left. So that's only 1 second. How does that account for the remaining 9 seconds?
The video's available. If you want, I can do a side-by-side. I have nothing to hide, lol. Plus that's not currently even possible on the PS5.
Man, anything is possible. Anything is possible in today's world of technology, man. Especially with your generation. And even if you have those videos, I mean, you could easily be just pulling off some kind of a glitch, like where you can jump further. Now, an entire 10 seconds, and that's impossible, like. There's no way I'm missing an entire 10 seconds.
If I was doing that, it'd be pretty easy to find out. Glitchy hacker. 1.
Lads, I again, don't take it personally. Don't take offence to it. It is just my belief that the two of you have reached number 1 and number 2 by some form of hacking and glitching. You obviously found some advantage that everyone else didn't find. Because why else would you still be number 1 and number 2?
They've been running the game since launch.
Yeah, exactly. So, how was that, like, possible? Like, how can you be both number 1 and number 2 since like, you know, since the tournament started?
I'm 8th, let's go. Is there some way I could disprove it to you? Just curious.
40 fucking seconds. What? Look, listen to me, right? I believe that the both of you have used some form of hacking or glitching to reach number 1 and number 2, right? Like, you're obviously not going to admit it if that is the case. Now again, keyword is I believe, right? I've no way of proving it, but it is my belief, right? You're obviously not going to admit it. And again, like, all the video is going to show is you you know, it's going to be hard to see it, like. But if the two of you know that you genuinely reached 1 and 2 in an honest and genuine way, with no hacking and glitching, then you have nothing to worry about. So you have no reason to be getting all defensive then. That's what I would say. How? Lads, I'm going to beat your high score. I'm going to live stream it. I don't care how long it takes me. I got a good part of a month. It was just under a month to do it. Anyone who knows me knows I'm an animal when it comes to high scores. I just will not let go. Look how relentless I am. You're going to wake up one morning and you're going to see Green Hill Gaming, #1. Remember the name Green Hill Gaming very well.
Then you would be the hacker exploding head.
Nope, I don't need the hack. I don't need the hack. I didn't get 120 stars in Super Mario 64 before you were even a thought. And that's been very PC. It's been very PG actually. In what I was going to say. But I didn't do that by being a hacker. I did it because I have skills in platforming. And the more I fall, the more I get back up. And the more I fail, the more I try again. But the one thing that always remains is I win. Every single time. So the game just decides when Sackboy can jump off that spike onto the platform. Interesting. A fucking pillar. 2 seconds. My phone went dead. So I'm going to have to turn on the comments. Now that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The fact that I would make that jump there, why just... Great, one of my headset's going to go dead. Typical bullshit. Just testing my mic. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, my headset went dead. Way too low. Okay. Back. Ugh. It's me. Okay, so number 1 and number 2. I don't even think number 2 is still in the live stream. You've seen me attempt this trial many times now, yeah? The same trial that you got 25 seconds in. Surely you will be able to tell me where my 10 seconds are. So tell me. Where do I go to get those 10 seconds? What do I do to get those 10 seconds? Where am I going wrong? Please, enlighten me. And please don't take any of this personally, or please don't get offended. This is just competition. This is just healthy competition. Now, how the hell did I get 39 seconds? I mean, I got a higher score earlier today. It just makes no sense. There they are, the glitcher on cookies. I mean, I'm looking at the legend of... Surely he would have found a way by now. Legend of... Surely he would have found a way now to get it in that second, like. I am very suspicious of those two scores, especially considering that it's called the glitcher. Do you not find that suspicious? Do you not see why I would find that suspicious? At least.
If anything, that would make it less suspicious, as that would be too obvious.
But maybe you're just double bluffing. By making me think that it would be too obvious. But in reality, it just is obvious. And as I said, please, you've seen enough of my attempts now. Would you care to enlighten me where you have that 10-second advantage? Like, what did you do? Where did you go to get the 10 seconds that I can't get? Because we're both playing the same game. We both have the same controllers. We're both pressing the same buttons. So, like, yeah, please enlighten me.
Hi.
Cookies Monster was back.
I'm back.
So, Cookies Monster, you're currently second place. Okay. Would you care to tell me what you have done and where you have went in this trial to gain a 10-second advantage? Please.
Mole.
Mole. I find it hard to believe. I'll tell you why. Because I watched your video.
And pressing a lot of buttons at the end.
Pressing a lot of buttons at the end? That's a bit vague. What do you mean pressing a lot of buttons at the end? That's a bit strange. That's a bit strange for somebody that's currently second place, the leaderboard, that they were just like, oh, just press a lot of buttons towards the end. I find it very hard to believe. Kind of makes it more suspicious now. So you get to the end of the challenge and you press a lot of buttons. So
that's what I do.
So this is me pressing a lot of buttons right now. Not very effective, is it? Now you mentioned the mole. I presume you mean the first mole. Well, one of the first moles. So I watched your video, Cookies Monster, and I've seen you make this jump. Okay? I've seen you make this jump, and you get up on top of there. Okay? You basically reach there around the 9-second mark. It's in your own video. You can check it if you don't believe me, even though it's your own video.
Whole circle and square.
Oh, I know, but like...
At the start you save about 2.5 seconds by hitting the other mole, another second by navigating the part with the turrets a bit better and not.
It's
another
actually...
second by taking a time to dive on the moles, another 2-3 seconds by not cutting the corner at the end. What's your PSN?
It's Green Hill Gaming. Green-Hill Gaming. But see, you're actually... The jump there, it's only 1 second of a difference. I'm able to get up there in around 9 seconds. By going on the left side. So you're saying jump on top of them? I mean, I don't really see how that would make any difference. You're just coming up with ways now to...
I don't know specifics, but I could try do it on SharePlay if you wanted.
Was that how you did it? SharePlay. I mean, I got 38 seconds, so I mean, how the fuck, like? What? See, I'm only like 1 second behind in that area there.
You're losing the majority of your time at the end.
How?
Slapping at the end when the platform is moving is losing your momentum. You're not cutting the corner at all.
You sound like people that got 25 seconds, honestly. I'll give you that. But just because I wear a suit and a briefcase and walk into a bank doesn't make me a banker. So is share player how you did it? Is that how you became number 1 and 2? Share play. You can be honest. I won't judge.
Why are you only against us and not say third place, who is only like half a second behind Irk?
Yeah, but why is he? How has he been third place for so long? The two of you have been first and second for so long. So, good point.
That's all my odds. Share play wouldn't give an advantage, BTW. I was just offering to take control of you and complete it to prove to you it was possible.
Is that how you got the first place, share play?
No, but that's like saying, oh, did you get first place using remote play?
That's what I mean, like, did somebody else do it for you? I mean, I won't judge you, like.
It doesn't make a difference.
Fine, it does, actually. Kind of makes a big difference, actually. If somebody else did it for you and you're taking all the credit, yeah, it kind of makes a big difference. Is that what happened, so lads? Yeah. Made a deal with the developers of Sumo Digital. Very shady deal, like an OnlyFans deal, is it? Huh? Pass the controller to them to share and remote play. They did it for you.
You make a deal with the devil.
Oh god. I wouldn't be surprised. Is that what happened, lads, yeah?
The devs are probably worse than half of the top 100.
I doubt that very much. I doubt that very much. Very much. They're the people who literally designed the game. They literally know how the game works.
The true hackers. And it's very common for devs to be far surpassed by speedrunners. If anything, it'd make more sense for QA testers to be the pros.
Yeah. So how did you get to complete the course for you? What did you have to do in return? It's okay, I won't judge. So, lads, what was the deal? What did you have to do in return? I'd have to complete this challenge for you.
I sent it, but the TTS thing didn't read it.
What? Oh god. So apparently Cookie's monsters just pressed the little buttons towards the end and somehow came second place. Wow. Amazing, isn't it? Quarter to 2. Damn. I'm gonna get this high score.
I wish it was less than 30 dice.
What? 30 days. Well, too bad. Like, basically, you mentioned a good point there. There's 30 more days left, or is it 29 days? 28 days actually. There's 28 days. Well, just under 29 days. Okay. Let me see. It doesn't tell me exactly how many people are. Wait a second. How the hell do you know? Somebody mentioned there that there was like 1,000 people. How can you tell this? What screen do you have that I don't fucking have? Whoever the fuck said that there was like something like 1,000 people in the global, because it only brings me to the fucking my position, right? It doesn't go any lower than 117.
It says on its leaderboard in your notifications.
What's the meaning of my
notifications? Not everything's a conspiracy, lol.
But I fucking said it was.
Go to the card.
Oh, this fucking thing is fucking glitching as it is. Doesn't matter. Point is, there's thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people playing this game, yeah? I fucking know if the two of you are glitching, right? if the two of you are still 1 and 2, like by the end of this challenge, and you haven't been overtaken once, then the two of you have been glitching. You can, you know. Conspiracy. Who the fuck said it was a conspiracy? And they put in this conspiracy.
True.
Yeah, it is fucking true. If the two of you are still 1 and 2 in 30 days and you have not been overtaken once, there's thousands of people playing this game. Do you honestly think that I would believe that one person out of those thousands upon thousands of people can't catch up to you? Yeah, right. Like, I'm just one player. I'm not even that good at the game. But there's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of other people playing this game right now. And I find it very hard to believe that not one of them is able to beat one of your high scores. I find that extremely hard to believe. You can call it a conspiracy, you can shove it up your fucking hole. For all I care.
What about third has only second behind?
Yeah, so Zach, thank you for bringing that up. Any second behind? How come he is behind? How come he hasn't managed to find that second? How come he hasn't managed to beat your high score if he's only 1 second behind? All you're actually doing is actually making my quote-unquote conspiracy all that more believable. That's all you're doing.
Pity, I'm back from the Jeopardy.
For a game we were back. But they'll be back, man.
Why can't you beat it?
Good question. Why can't I? I don't know, man, you tell me.
If I controlled Herbs through SharePlay and completed it right now, would that convince you or not?
Nah. See, the fact that you're so defensive and the fact that you're so keen to convince me says a lot. Usually people that are very defensive are people who have something to hide. And the fact that you keep mentioning share play as well is interesting. Seem to know a lot about share play. I wonder why.
It's the only way I can think to prove it, unless I drive to your house and do it on a console or something.
Lads, I'm not changing my stance. As I said, don't take it personally. Don't take it to heart. Please don't be offended. This is just competitiveness, competition. Yeah? I'm not changing my stance. I believe that both of you, number one, number two, the Glitcher and Cookies Monster, have both found a way to reach number 1 and 2 through some kind of hacking or glitching. And I'm standing by that. And I'm not budging. And again, you know, nothing personal. Don't mean to be offensive. I'm not changing my opinion. It doesn't add up, and I'll tell you why it doesn't add up. Because I actually have a PlayStation friend and a sub, Yusuf. Now, he started off with a score of something like, oh god, it was like late 40s, then like 47 or something like that. Now, he's gradually, over time, managed to increase his rank and reduce his time. So he's went from like 47 to like 35 in less than 24 hours, and he's continuing to improve. Now tell me this, how come he hasn't gotten to 25? How come he hasn't gotten to 26? How come both of you have been firmly number 1 and 2 since this tournament started? How is that? What makes you two, just you two specific people, like different to the thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of players playing this game right now? Wouldn't you think that Yusuf would be well used to this course by now? Especially considering that he has been gradually increasing his score and getting a better time. Would you not think that he, and with all of your videos out there, yeah, with all your videos out there showing you which jump to do, how to do it, would you not think that Yusuf would have managed to put that into effect? And believe me, he's a good player, far better than I am. In fact, there's thousands of players better than me. Do you not think it's a bit strange that he hasn't managed to reach it at 25, reach your score? You not find that strange? And do you not think that it's a little bit suspicious that the top player right now is called the Glitcher? I mean, I'm well aware of glitches. I know what glitches are. And let's face it, these kind of things happen a lot. Glitching and hacking. So again, not changing my stance. And 10 seconds is a long time. Yusuf's score is 35. Like, what's he doing wrong?
We play a lot more than other people.
That's all you have. That's all you have. So you think that you're the only two people.
My time can be beaten.
You think that, well, let's see it happen. I don't see it happening. Are you
effectively admitting you have an unfalsifiable hypothesis?
Oh, we got fucking Albert Einstein in the fucking live stream. Oh, welcome Albert Einstein. It is splendid to have your company on this glorious evening of hypothesis. Fuck off, will you? Jesus Christ. Man, you can talk as fancy as you want, man. My stance is not changing, and everything I just said will not change either. And I don't think that you're the only two players who play this game a lot. Yusuf plays this game a lot. Yusuf has been playing this game non-stop since the tournament started. Which is why he has been improving his score gradually over time. How come he hasn't managed to reach the magical 25? Now, I'm well aware that there's plenty of other at 25, but why is it that you are just 1 and 2? Two of you are 1 and 2. And you're like ketchup and mayonnaise right now. You know, you're like butter and bread, or like the two of you are just like the one. Both of you are on this live stream. Both of you are you know? It's like kind of interesting too.
2 days of experience is equal to the experience of playing the game since launch.
2 days of experience. Yusuf has been playing this game around 2 days. In fact, I'm pretty sure the tournament was only started 2 days ago. I find it very hard to believe that you two are somehow special, you know, compared to the thousands of other players. Like, if this was like a 2-day event, but this is going to be a 30-day event. If the two of you are still number 1 and 2 at the end of this tournament, then my hypothesis would have been fucking proven.
All my videos are online, you can watch them and prove that I am hacking.
You do realise?
I have videos of every trial in the game, you can see the gradual improvement I make.
Lads, it changes nothing. I got videos. What would you say to me then? Lads, you can show me as much videos as you like. What I'm saying is, I believe that you have found a way to glitch and hack. Like, you can't really pick that up on a video. You're just going to see you making that jump. You're going to see you making that distance. That's what you're going to see in the video. What you won't see in the videos is how you're doing that.
What would glitch/hack?
What would glitch/hack? I just told you. What you see in the video is, like, for instance, I jump like that, right? In the video, it'll be like a perfect jump. Like, for instance, like me pressing circle and you pressing circle on that mole shouldn't be different. But in your video, it's just a perfect jump, isn't it? That's what I mean by hacking. The frequency, the chance of success can be greatly improved because of a glitch or because of a hack. That's what I'm saying. Whereas with the average gamer, it would take them much longer. The fact that you have videos is like you're trying to make a point. It's like you're trying to be believed. That's what I would pick up.
On my video, you can see exactly what I do.
Why would you have a hand cam on your video? Just curious. Again, it's almost like you're trying to get people to believe you. That's very suspicious.
Because people like you.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
If videos were altered, you could figure it out. Sure, it would be a bit tedious, but for sure possible.
So it's not just me, so Cookie Master. Thank you for pointing that out. There are people like me who believe that the two of you have hacked and glitched your way to number one. And number two, the fact that you have to make these hand cam videos kind of makes people like me a bit more credible, doesn't it? Thank you, Cookie Master. So it isn't just me. Nice to know.
You don't have a hand cam.
Why would I need a hand cam?
Cause he has nothing to hide.
Oh God. Are you like related to him or something? Are you like his agent or something? It's almost like the two of you are. It's almost like the two of you know each other, and you're like, you know what, the two of us are gonna become number 1 and number 2 in the leaderboards through hacking and glitching.
It's like a new theory every minute, lol.
Oh, you gotta love your generation. Where people like me, every time we open our mouth,
not everything is a conspiracy. Not everything is a theory.
Isn't the very definition of science a bunch of theories? Or am I mistaken? You know, because I know that your generation loves science. So, do you have a problem with science? Seeing as science itself is a collection of theories. Scientists every day of the week trying to prove those theories.
I genuinely can't tell if they're trolling at this point.
I like your response to my science point. I want to talk more about that actually. You know, I'm presuming you're young. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Presuming you're part of the younger generation. And I would take a guess and say that the majority of the younger generation are, you know, firm believers of science. We love science. With your cute little NASA t-shirts. What is science? It's a cluster of theories. Science is defined by theories. Scientists and theories. And proving theories.
How do you know I am a young person?
I'm just guessing. Well, are you? Yes or no? I am only guessing. If I'm wrong, correct me. But even besides the fact whether you're young or whether you're old, I mean, I know, I would guess that this world in general, anyway, nowadays, it leans towards science. And science is theories. So it kind of makes me laugh every time I hear, you know, someone like you saying, not everything is a conspiracy theory. Oh, it's one theory after the next. Isn't that what science is? One theory after the next. 1 minute eating tomatoes is great for you. The next minute it can give you fucking cancer. That's science. You know? Just one theory after the next theory. So are you against science? Are you in favour of science? Where do you stand? Where's your mindset? So you've got a problem with my theories. You brush me off as a conspiracy theorist. But it's okay for scientists and science and to have theories, you know. Just not, as long as you can walk down the road with your cute little NASA t-shirt. Yeah.
Conspiracies are not the same as regular theories.
Why? So it's okay to believe that every single thing in existence was created by a bang. We're just going to believe all that. But then if somebody just has a theory on something in the world, oh, tinfoil hat conspiracy theorists, don't take him serious. But it's okay to believe that every single thing in the world was created by a bang. I mean, where does that put your mindset? What can you present to me right now? You. What can you present to me right now to prove that existence?
I hate NASA. They spread the globe Earth hoax.
What? First I heard of that anyway. And just so you know, all theories are the same. They go through a process. The difference is, all theories are the same. The difference is when a scientist, in the scientific community says, here's my evidence, here's my conclusion, here's my proof, society believes it. But when it's Skull and Bones 101 on YouTube, and they present their evidence and their findings and their conclusion for their theory, they get called a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist. But when a scientist comes out and says that the world was created by a big bang, we all just believe it. But a theory is a theory. Who you choose to believe is up to you.
I provided evidence and all you said was it doesn't change your opinion.
Because I don't believe in your evidence. That's why I choose who I believe. I choose what I believe. If a Christian came up to you and said, here's wood from Noah's Ark, or here's wood from the cross that Jesus was hung on, or here's a rock from Jesus' tomb, would you believe it?
Not without any other evidence to back that up, obviously. I think that's a little different than this situation.
Oh. Oh, so we're gonna... That's how we're gonna play it. But that's different. You're gonna give me that response, yeah? You're gonna give me the tired and tested. That's different. Of course it is. Of course it is. Well, yeah, I'm well aware that it's completely unrelated to Sackboy Big Adventure. But as far as two people giving two theories and providing evidence to those theories, and one person believing in one person and not believing in the other person, then it pretty much is the same. Not without more evidence. So if somebody come up to you and said, here is, again, as I said, if somebody come up to you and said, here is the wood from Noah's Ark, but a scientist come up to you and said, here's a lot of mathematics, here's a lot of diagrams, here's a lot of numbers and statistics to prove that there was a Big Bang. You know, when people choose to believe that, what's the difference between that and somebody handing you a bit of wood and saying this is from Noah's Ark? And what do you want, like? What do you want, like? Do you want to, like, see, like, Noah come back from the dead and say, yeah, that's my Ark? And what do you want, like? Do you want some sort of celestial being who was there at the beginning of time to say, yeah, I was there when the Big Bang started, yeah, I can tell you, the Big Bang is real. This world is full of selectivity, double standards, and hypocrisy. Pick and choose mentality. But the intelligent scientist said it's real, so therefore it has to be real. What's the difference between a scientist telling you that this is real and some Christian pastor, preacher or priest telling you that what's in the Bible is real? What's the actual difference? The actual difference? Yeah, I know this has nothing to do with Sackboy Big Adventure.
Wait, are you comparing science to religion?
God, oh my God. No pun intended. Is this the part where you're going to tell me that science is great and that it has all the proof and evidence and God isn't real? Oh, I wasn't half tired as it is. I'm gonna get more tired now. Oh, is this the part where you're going to assume things as well? That you're going to assume that I believe in God, and you're going to assume that I somehow have something against science. You know, for a generation that goes around saying, did you just assume my gender? You sure do a lot of fucking assuming on your own fucking end.
Science is the reason you have all the stuff around you, though.
There we go.
And I'm not concerned with people's religious beliefs.
There we go. I was waiting for it. It says who? Who says that science is responsible for everything around you? Your science book in school, your science teacher, some cool looking scientist on TV. How is that any different than a preacher or a priest telling you that the world was created by God? Where's the real evidence? Who showed you the evidence? What can you present to me? Where's your evidence? Your actual evidence to prove that everything around you is created by science. So your brain is not quite ready to process that, is it? So therefore you have to kind of like go down the road of like, you're strange. Oh no, wait for it. It'll be, no, you're boring me now, I'm gonna go. Or maybe it'll be like, you know, the kind of the angry kind of response, like, and then you leave in about 5 minutes. I've been here many times before, and I'll be here many times again. I've got a question for you. If science has all the answers, then why are they still asking questions? Why is it tomorrow eating 5 tomatoes can prevent cancer? And then in 2 weeks' time, eating 1 tomato can cause cancer? Well, isn't science great? I love science. Anyway, my original point on science, the reason I got talking about science in the first place, is I kind of find it funny how people of today's generation, whether they're young, whether they're old, doesn't really matter. Basically, today's world, I find it funny how a lot of them respond to theories in such a kind of condescending way. Not condescending, but such a critical way, like such a kind of sarcastic way, is the word I'm looking for. But in such a kind of mocking way, like, you know, oh, look at this guy with his conspiracy theory. And when you bear in mind that the majority of those people are like firm believers in science, and what is science? A collection of theories. It's quite funny. Quite hypocritical. But that's why I got talking about science. Do you not find it at least somewhat crazy to think that every single thing around you, and I'm not talking about like, you know, atoms, particles, I mean life, I mean you, right now, you know, the animals around you, the sky, life. You don't think it's a little bit crazy to believe that every single thing was created by a big bang? Do you not think that's equally as crazy to think that there's like a magical man in the sky that said let there be life? I mean, at least the Bible says that somebody said let there be life and somebody created something. Whereas science just tells you a bang. One day in nothingness, a bang happened, and then we happened.
I don't believe in the Big Bang.
You don't believe in the Big Bang. So you just like, okay. So like, you just like straight down the middle, like you just don't believe in the full stop, like. Then what do you believe? Because science says the Big Bang created life. So what do you think created life? I bet you didn't expect this on a live stream. I bet you didn't expect to be having this kind of conversation with a YouTuber. I bet when you checked Sackboy Big Adventure tournament live stream and clicked onto Green Hill Gaming, I bet you didn't expect...
I don't believe in God.
Then what do you believe in? You don't believe in the Big Bang, you don't believe in God, then how did we get here? How did you get here? Well, not you specifically, but how did we get here? How did humans get here? How did the sky get here? How did the oceans get here? How did Earth get here? How was the universe created? Because you don't believe in... So you basically don't believe in science and you don't believe in religion. Because science will tell you that the Big Bang created life, which you don't believe in. And religion, every religion...
when there's no good evidence, the best thing to do is say, I don't know. Nobody knows.
Actually, the best thing to do is to ask questions and to think for yourself, actually. That's what I think, anyway. Nobody knows. So that's how you live your life, nobody knows. So you're more interested in some funny little TikTok video than actually asking the big questions of life, like how did we get here? More interested in, you know, glitching your way to number 1 in Sackboy Big Adventure.
You can do both.
Well, people can do whatever they want, really, you know?
Not everything can be answered.
Yes, I can. If you ask enough questions, enough times. Yes, I can. So you literally don't care either way, so like, you don't believe in science, you don't believe in religion, because science will tell you the Big Bang created life, which you don't believe in, and religion, every religion will tell you that a God created life, which you don't believe in. So you don't know how we got here, and you don't know how we got here. Well, then none of us really know how we got here, but you don't ask questions and you won't get answers.
You're comparing the universe to our scores.
To our what? I didn't get the end of that message though. Comparing our universe to what? But you don't believe in the universe though. To an extent, because you don't believe in science. You don't believe in the Big Bang. Big Bang created the universe, which you don't believe in. So what do you believe in? And don't make this about me, this isn't about me. That's the interesting thing about everything I just said. I haven't said, really, what I believe in, not once. I haven't said what I believe in God, I haven't said what I believe in...
So if you don't believe every scientific theory, you don't believe in science.
Did I say that? Did you hear me say that once on this live stream? I'm pretty sure I didn't say that. And again, this isn't about me. I'm just a man with a mouth speaking. And I do find it funny how a generation that goes around saying, did you just assume my gender? Did you just assume my sexuality? I find it kind of...
You said yourself we don't believe in science.
No, I said a Cookie's master stated that he doesn't believe in science. He says he doesn't believe in the Big Bang. science will tell you that the Big Bang created life, so therefore my hypothesis says that Cookie's Master doesn't believe in science. That's what I said.
Who are you voting for?
Who am I voting for? I live in Ireland. Currently there is no election taking place. And I was...
Because he doesn't believe in the Big Bang doesn't mean he doesn't believe in science.
Yes it does. Yes it does. Some things in life are black and white. Some things in life are black and white, yeah. Science, the very foundation of science is the Big Bang. And ask any scientist how was life created and they will tell you the Big Bang. So he doesn't believe in science. And don't speak for him. He can speak for himself. So yeah. And he also doesn't believe in God, so he obviously isn't religious, he doesn't believe in God. So what does he believe in? We got people living in this world that are like, their gods are big YouTubers.
Scientologists don't think so.
Scientologists are just a cult. They believe in spacemen. You got a 4-foot Tom Cruise, you know, going on about like space people. That's Scientology, man. You know, people talk about the dangers of religion. I don't think you can get any more dangerous than Scientology. But it's America, so what would you expect? I mean, no offense if you're American, but I'm sorry, but America is one of the craziest nations in the world. And I would say 90% of conspiracy theories come from America. Be honest, no, like, did you expect to have this kind of conversation? So I caught you completely off guard. This is what you get in Green Hill Gaming now and again. Primarily, my YouTube channel is gaming. But every now and again, we'll have these kind of conversations. The one thing you should know about me, lads, is I think for myself. I don't see myself as left wing or right wing, or far left wing or far right wing. I don't have any wings back on my chest. It'd be handy if I could, because I could fly the fuck out of this country. But I don't look to other people to think. I don't let other people think for me. I don't let other people, you know, dictate how I should think and how I should live my life. So that goes for far left, that goes for far right, goes for anyone really. I'm not a sheep. but I'm also
I
not a
don't
shepherd.
either. I hate that kind of thinking. It just sows division and hatred.
I 100% agree with you there, man. Exactly what it does. Exactly what it does. That's the irony of it all. You know, these groups like to think that like they're bringing people together, but they're actually not. Like, they're just dividing people. I think it's critical that we think for ourselves in everything in life. We can't allow ourselves to be influenced. You know, you just have to really just have your own thoughts. You know, you have to make sure that your thoughts are your own thoughts. They're not just somebody's thoughts that you saw on YouTube, you know, 5 minutes prior, or some documentary you watched, or some, you know, political rally that you attended. You know, it's important you don't come away from that and say, yeah, that's what I think. It's very important. Because what are you if that is the case? You're just nothing more than a sheep. You're nothing more than a puppet. You know? You can't think for yourself. Like, you just like, you're not really living if you're not thinking for yourself, you know. A lot of people don't realise it, and they get very aggressive. They get very agitated when you kind of make them aware of it, because they're so convinced that they're thinking for themselves, and they will tell you, "Oh, I'm doing this because I want to do it, and I like this because I genuinely like it," and you just get really, really agitated, and that's when you know it, because they know that you know, you know. They know that you know. You can see right through their fake life. It angers them. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm going to try this 3 more times. Exactly 3 more times. Because it's I don't know what time it is on your neck of the woods, lads, but it's approaching 10 to 3 in the morning here.
I think there's a line between being told what to think and forming off using the knowledge of Pravy.
No, I just think that you just have to think for yourself. It's that simple. Sometimes I just keep things very simple, and it's the best for it in life, really. You know, sometimes it really is a good thing to be like, to have a black and white mentality. It's just simple. Just think for yourself. Why would you want to listen to somebody else's opinions? Really, think for yourself. Like, I know there is such thing as knowledge. That's just me, and I think to myself. The first attempt anyway. 2 more attempts left, and I'm going to sleep after this.
It's almost 3 a.m. for me, so I'll be off soon too.
Ah, same here, so I'm going to guess that you're from the UK. That's my guess anyway. Because if you were Irish, you would have already picked up the fact that I was Irish. And again, nothing personal and, you know, offensive about, like, my opinion on your high score. It's just, you know, we have to stick to our opinions, like, no matter how it may sound to other people. That is my opinion.
Yeah, UK.
Yeah, I know. Well, the only reason I knew it was because of the fact that it was same time. Okay. So I'm only a couple of seconds away from reaching the diamond. So just before I end the live stream, I want to go back to where the conversation went a bit crazy. Okay. So this is the global leaderboard in the PlayStation tournaments for Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Now it only shows me the top 10. I know that both of you pointed out that you can go to your leaderboard on the player card and it'll bring it like to like thousands upon thousands. There's thousands of people playing this game, and these players you see continually get like my score got replaced many times when I was playing. I went from like 79 to like 100 to like 300, just continually changing. The reason for that is because there are thousands upon thousands of players playing this game and getting better scores. What I'm saying is I find it very hard to believe that one of those thousands upon thousands upon thousands of players has not got a score better than at least 26 seconds .281. I find that hard to believe. And considering that the number one player has a name called the Glitcher, well, it has me thinking that there is some form of glitching taking place. Again, you know, it's not impersonal. If you're glitching, you're glitching. If you're hacking, you're hacking. That's your business. It's not mine. It's not impersonal. It's not offensive. It's just what I believe. You know, so I'm not going to change my opinion. And like, it's not about having theories. It's just it's a bit hard to believe that that the both of you would like remain 1 and 2 this whole time.
I made that name back in 2011 when I liked doing glitches on COD and stuff.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I mean, you're that kind of a player. Like, you're the kind of player that finds glitches in games. So what's to say that you haven't found a glitch in Sackboy, like even before this tournament, right? What's to say that you didn't find a glitch in the main game, like the main game of Sackboy: A Big Adventure? What's to say you didn't find a glitch where Sackboy can get that little bit of an extra distance in his jump? What's to say that you didn't find a glitch that makes Sackboy jump that little bit higher, or that little bit further, or a little bit faster? What's to say you didn't find that glitch? And yeah, you have a video, but it's very hard to pick up these things in the video. Very hard to pick up these things in the video. It's like if you wanted to Photoshop something, it's very hard to spot the difference between a genuine photo and a Photoshop photo. So it's not very hard to believe that there is some kind of glitching taking place in your speedrun, especially when you got a name with the glitcher. And that is my belief. It is my belief that you have used some form of glitching to get that high score. I just think that like 10 seconds is a very long time. Like there's people with a score of 35, right? And they'd be lucky enough if they get that score. And then there's just like this big massive gap of 10 seconds. And I'm well aware that you're not the only person with a score like that. I mean, there's 25, 26, 27. I'm aware of that. But maybe they're aware of the glitch as well. Maybe you're not the only person who knows a glitch in Sackboy: Big Adventure that makes Sackboy jump that little bit higher a little bit further, a little bit faster. You know, maybe there's a way to do something. You know? It's just very suspicious that it would just be you two. I can ask as well, like, it's a bit...
You could argue the little ledge thing I do is a glitch.
Little edge. Well, then you are admitting that there is an argument to be made that you're glitching. So does that not therefore prove my quote-unquote theory? The fact that you are admitting yourself that there's an argument to be made that you are glitching. So there's an argument to be made that you are glitching. You have admitted that yourself, that you are glitching. So you've just admitted it. So there's no need for me to, you know, believe it anymore. You have admitted that you are glitching. And it's little things like that that players like yourself will capitalize on, that the majority of players, the average players, just will not be aware of. But because you're the kind of player that looks for these glitches, that looks for ways for your character to jump that little bit higher, a little bit further, a little bit faster.
You could argue that reality is a simulation.
Yeah, you could argue anything.
Did I just admit reality is a simulation?
Well, see, to use a quote that you used earlier, that's different. See, it isn't nice when your own logic is used against you, is it? We're not talking about reality versus simulation, man. We're talking about the fact that you admitted that you used a jump at the start, the ledge jump was a glitch, so you admitted yourself. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we are a simulation, but that's beside the point. In this simulation that we live in the matrix that we live in, you have admitted that you've glitched. It's kind of like success on my end, isn't it? You know, we've come a long way, haven't we? But it ended with you admitting that you glitched. And see, the thing is, there'll be a lot of players like you who will find these kind of glitches in games, and it will be the players like yourselves that will reach number 1 and number 2, because it's what you do. You find ways to, you know, not break the game, but you find ways to glitch through the game. You find ways to, I would even say, cheat. You're cheating the game, like you're cheating the mechanics of the game to get that little bit further, you know, to get a jump, you know, higher and further and faster. And that is what gets you that extra 10 seconds, if there even is a way to do that. Maybe you're even glitching the clock. Maybe you found a way to glitch the clock. Maybe you found a way to kind of somehow kind of get a boost ahead. I don't know.
You could argue cutting a corner is cheating because it's not intended.
No, I'll just stick to your original comment where you said that you could argue that you used a glitch. I think I'll stick to the first comment that you said. You admitted that there's an argument to be made that you glitched. So there is an argument to be made that the glitcher has glitched. So same could be said about Cookies Monster. Same could be said for number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. Same could be said about any of these players. At the end of the day, you know, they're probably the kind of players that just find these glitches. And the reality is that the majority of gamers are just not going to be aware of these kind of glitches and aware of that kind of play style. They're just going to try to, you know, get through the level as fast as they can and using the jumps that they know. I mean, let's be honest. That jump at the start that Cookies Monster uploaded, like, let's be honest, who in the hell is going to know about that? That's not even part of the game. Like, I've played games where, like, for instance in Mario, if you jump on like a kind of like a jump platform at the right moment, you'll jump higher. But this is completely different. Like, this is pressing circle, which spins.
That's what a speedrun is.
At a specific time. No, that's your interpretation of what a speedrun is, Cookies Monster. That's your interpretation of what a speedrun is. Like, you finding ways to cheat the game. That's your idea of a speed run. Your way of finding ways for jump.
Bouncing on them is part of the game. It doesn't take much to think about bouncing to the nearest wall.
No, I'm not talking about bouncing on a platform. I'm talking about the mole on the right hand corner where you have to like press circle at a specific time. That's not even part of the game, man. All you're supposed to do is press triangle to pound it, and then it will propel you. But you have found a way, and Cookie's Monster has found a way to get a higher jump, which isn't really part of the game. It isn't supposed to happen. So it's only a handful of people will know about this because of people like yourselves who find these kind of glitches, who find these kind of advantages. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that jumping on a platform like is obviously if you jump on the mole in the traditional way, you're gonna get a higher jump. Obviously, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. So lads, in closing, like I've kind of, it's clear to me now that the both of you, at least, possibly number 3 and 4 and 5 as well.
I'm actively trying to tell everyone who comes across my videos how to do it all. Super Mario 64 speedruns do way more crazy stuff than jump.
I know, and they're all specific ways to like basically glitch the game. Like they're jumps that you wouldn't normally be doing in the game, like they're moves you wouldn't normally be making in the game, like. So that is basically how you manage to pull off these high scores by doing moves that you wouldn't normally do. So the average gamer like myself and thousands of other players are kind of at a kind of disadvantage. I mean, imagine if you did that in a real sport. You know, if somehow like you kicked the ball, like, but the ball just went like fucking, like, started floating in the air, like, you know, the ball just started floating in the air, like, all of a sudden, like, and nobody could go near the ball, and then the ball just went straight into the net, goal.
It's sad that only the best player will get all the prizes.
Only the best player. Well, not really, because like basically, like if you get diamond, you get all the prizes. So all you have to do is get 34 seconds. That's fair enough. Like that is fair enough, and I'm confident that I can eventually reach a score of 34. That isn't too bad. Anyway, I'm going to be running on in circles here. It's 3 o'clock. My opinion is my opinion. It's not going to change, and I think the fact that the glitcher himself has admitted that there's an argument to be made that he glitched pretty much confirms that there was glitching taking place in the game. And like, you know, like, to be fair about it, like, you know, you can and you can say that it's how speedrunners do it, and this is what speedrunning is. Again, that is your interpretation of speedrunning. Like, you're not the kings of speedrunning. You didn't invent speedrunning. You know, you don't own speedrunning. That is just how you do speedrunning. It's not how everyone does speedrunning. Not everyone is aware of these advantages given to them in speedruns. And again, like, if you apply that to a real life competition, it wouldn't go down very well. You know, it just wouldn't go down. I know players. What do you mean? Some players. It wouldn't go down very well, but it wouldn't, like, obviously it's hard to kind of like apply, you know, like a speed run a video game into a real sport, but Like if a player basically found an advantage like that, like it would basically be called cheating, more or less. You know, and obviously that wouldn't go down very well in a real competition. So yeah, I look at the number 1 player right now in the PlayStation tournament for Sackboy Big Adventure, the Glitcher 1705.
If there was a way to run faster by moving your legs in a certain way, Earl, would you say it's cheating, and you should stick to the traditional?
No, I'm saying that if you basically took a stimulant that made you go faster, that would be cheating. So you're finding ways. I'm not talking, like, see, the thing is, you must have me completely mistaken here. I've been playing games all of my life. Okay? I've been playing platforming games since Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Master System. I know how to jump. Okay? I know how to jump higher. I know how to do a double jump. I know how to play a platformer. So you don't have to educate me on how to play a platformer. What I'm saying is you have found ways to get that character to jump higher when he really shouldn't be, or to get further when he really shouldn't be, which is basically glitching, which is basically hacking, which is basically, you know, I said earlier that it wasn't, but it kind of is. Like, you found a way to break the game, basically. And if we did that in a real sport, like, it wouldn't go down very well. So I'm just, what I said at a very, hours ago at this stage now, what I said was, I firmly believe that it was that kind of play style that led to your high scores. So you can call it glitching, you can call it hacking, you can call it whatever you want, but you've basically found an advantage, right? Something that was in your advantage that gave you that score. Like, if you played in the way that I played.
I understand, I just don't think the analogy is accurate.
Well, I'm not making an analogy, I'm just forget sport. Forget my analogy. You yourself admitted that there's an argument to be made that you were glitching. So therefore you've admitted yourself that you've glitched anyway. So that's basically the end of that should be the end of the conversation anyway to begin with, but you know, what the hell, is just add a little bit more to it. So yeah, you found a way to get a high score. Like, you found something to your advantage to get the high score. And that's what you've done. And again, you can call it whatever you want. You can call it hacking, you can call it glitching, but it is what it is. Like, if you played it the way that I played it, or the way that Yusuf played it, or the way that...
You were also glitching by using that mole you were using.
Not really. The glitch is what Cookie Master was doing on the far right hand mole, where he was somehow able to get a higher jump, which meant that he could basically do the spin attack, which would make him reach the top platform quicker. That was glitching. What I was doing was, again, you're mistaken. Like, I don't know, you've got a strange interpretation of glitching. It's like you're actually glitching, but you don't even know you're glitching. But then genuine moves, then you're calling glitching. It's a little bit strange. And I'm talking about genuine jumps. Like, Jesus Christ, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, but I'm going to show you what I mean. And this will basically act as my final playthrough. Well, not playthrough again, but I'm going I'm not. This is not a glitch.
I wouldn't call the thing with the mole glitching, it's just combining moves.
Listen. This is not a glitch. Okay? That's not a glitch. What I just did there is not a glitch. I'll do it again. Forget the time now for a second. Right? What I'm doing here, it's not a glitch, it's called platforming. I've been doing that for the good part of fucking 25 plus years. Okay, that's not glitching. That's got platforming skills. Okay, so I have, right? That's not glitching. What is glitching is finding a way to get a. This is a regular jump, right? This is the regular height you will get from a jump, right? So do it again. I know. Probably fall off there. No, again. This is the height you will get from the regular jump that is standard in the game. But Cookie Master has found a way to get a higher jump by pressing circle. No, I'm sorry, but that makes no sense, because if you go to the controls, these are all the controls. Triangle, nosedive. Circle, roll. Square, slap. X, jump. Mid-air flutter. There's nothing in here about, like, you know, pressing circle to get a higher jump or to do a double jump. Cookie Master has found a way to get a higher jump by pressing circle at the right time. That's like some sort of inside code. That's like cheat territory. I can't even do it there. He said 4 seconds in a comment he left on my channel, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because they can't possibly list every combination of moves in every situation.
So basically, there's no. Basically, there's just ways to basically change the behavior of the game based on what move you pull off. I mean, I've seen people break through walls in games to get into buildings that shouldn't be there. I've seen people like fly like 20 foot into the air when they shouldn't have. And this is an example of that. So Cookie Master has found a way basically to manipulate that jump to make him higher to get up there. That is glitching. What I showed earlier, which I will now show again in the interest of this video. What I'm doing here,
everything is behaving as expected in this case. I'd argue rolling increases speed and the mole bounces you.
No.
It doesn't even make you go higher, just farther.
No, sorry, you're completely wrong. No, you're wrong. Look at his video, it does make you go higher. This is the regular height. Right, regular height. And if you do it right, you get a higher jump. So you're wrong. It does make you go higher. What he was doing, it does make you go higher. Press circle at the right time, and it makes you go higher. And even Cookie Master has admitted that on his channel. It does make you go higher.
He gets more distance because he has more horizontal speed.
No, it makes you go higher. I've seen it. I've done it. But it's very like chancy. Like it only happens at a certain time. You can watch his video, seeing as you know him so well. It's on his video. You can watch. He gets a higher jump. So there was a difference between. How many fucking times it? There was a difference between genuine platforming and genuine jumping and glitching. I'm not even saying I'm against glitching or hacking. I didn't say anything. I'm just saying that it's my belief that you have hacked and you have glitched your way to that high score. If that's where you want to get a high score, that's fine. I'm just pointing out that.
I think you just have a really simplistic view on platforming, which is really limiting.
Whoa, really? That's your question. How old are you? You don't have to give me the exact age. You just say you're young or you're old. Because I can tell you for a fact, I'm 32 years of age. My first video game I played when I was like 4 or 5 years of age was Santa Headshot. Don't for 1 second say that I got a simplistic view on platforming. Okay? Seriously. Have you been listening to a damn thing I've been saying? I mean, this is platform. Okay? Falling off, of course. I do not have a simplistic view on platforming. I just know that there are players like yourself that will manipulate the gameplay to their advantage. Manipulate the gameplay. Not skills, not pulling off skills like this. Falling off again, but nonetheless, not pulling off moves and knowing when to use the moves at the right time, but manipulating games through various glitches and in some cases even hack it. Please, for the love of God, do not tell me that I've got a simplistic view on platforming. Because you know nothing about me, you know nothing about like the kind of games I've played, you know nothing about the kind of games I've completed, that I've 100%ed. Seriously, do not say that I got a simplistic view on gaming. But once again, like I don't know how many times after doing it, this is regular platforming. Like, you know, you wait for the jump, you know, get the distance in, do the spin attack, do pound, wait for the jump. That's platforming, and I'm well accustomed to it. I am simplistic with my fucking skills on platforming, yeah? But you're saying press circle, which circle, listen, circle is roll. You tell me the logic behind, if you're telling me this is part of the game, yeah? You're telling me this is part of the game, yeah? You tell me then, right, how pressing circle to roll at a specific time, right, on that mole, spring thing, propels my character. If anything, it would be jump. Because that's, you know, well, apparently I have a simplistic view on platforming. Well, my knowledge of platforming tells me that if it was a genuine jump, you would press jump as...
Rolling makes you go further because it makes you move faster.
Makes you go for... You know, I'll show you yourself, since you brought up. This is rolling. That right there is rolling, what I just did there, right? So I'll talk you through it, right? Talk you through it. Press triangle to pound, jump, roll, that's rolling. What I did there was rolling, right? But what Cookie Master is saying is press triangle and then all of a sudden you magically roll to get a higher jump. That makes no sense. Makes no sense at all.
You just did it actually, I saw you get the boost.
What are you talking about? What boost? Press triangle, you jump. I've made that jump a million times in this live stream. Of course I did it. What I'm talking about is Cookie Master saying that if you press circle after pressing triangle, you will get a boost. I've done it before. Just can't seem to be able to do it now in typical fashion. No, I'm actually going to show you because I've done it before. I don't care what time it is on the stage. I'm going to show you. So I've done it before. On his video as well, so. See? I got a higher jump there, right? That was higher than the regular jump. Like that doesn't make any, like that's just...
Yeah, if he's saying you get more height, I don't agree. From my experience, that's not the case.
Well then you've been saying throughout this live stream, watch my videos, and you need to watch these videos. Because in his video, you can clearly see him getting a higher distance. Clearly. So he's obviously doing something that is basically like, it's basically a glitch. It's basically a glitch to make you jump higher. I mean, I've heard enough fucking people down to the house saying, glitch. I mean, have you seen this glitch? Have you seen that glitch? You know, I know what a fucking glitch is.
That wasn't high, I just checked.
Alright, then you tell him, okay. So that wasn't high. Okay. Well, you better be ready for a late night then, because okay, then let's see if, okay, so you're saying what he's doing is completely accurate. You're saying he's not getting any extra height. Okay. Well, you've seen me doing this one. So, pound, jump, spin. Okay. So what you're saying is I can do the exact same thing here by doing the exact same thing. Okay. Jump. So you tell me why I'm only getting the height of like, I'm nowhere near the edge. Why is that? Why am I nowhere near the edge? You got an answer for that one? So you're telling me that in his video, and clearly I think you're wrong anyway, because I've seen the video and he does get a higher jump, but you're saying that he's not jumping higher. So what am I doing wrong? Tell me. Seeing as you're number one right now. You're number one right now in the world. You're the number one player out of thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of players on Sackboy Big Adventure. You tell me right now where I'm going wrong. Please, enlighten me. I'd like to learn from you, seeing as you are the #1 player. Tell me, teach me, come on. I'm waiting. Forget science and religion now. Let's talk about Sackboy Big Adventure. You are the #1 player, you know? You must be so proud of yourself. Come on, tell me.
You're not rolling at the right time, and the rolling gives you speed, not height, which is why you can reach a lot further.
So I'm not rolling at the right time. So when do I roll? Tell me. When do I roll? Okay, I'll roll a bit later, so, okay? Yeah, I rolled a bit later there. Didn't do any difference. So you said I was rolling too late. Okay. So do I roll a little bit later, or is there any specific time that I roll?
Like halfway through the little shaking animation, he does it's a pain in the ass to do.
Pain in the ass. Maybe it's because it's impossible. I'm only getting lower and lower, man. So when there's a shaking animation, you mean the flutter animation? You know, because flutter is a platforming term. You know, but apparently I'm the one who's a narrow mind at platforming. It's called a flutter. Just as you reach the peak of a jump, it's called a flutter.
No, I mean the mole.
You mean the mole? No, it makes no difference whether you... The mole is going to propel you in the air. Yeah? You're not going to get higher depending on... If I'm pressing jump. No. No difference in height. There's nothing. No. So where am I going wrong? Surely you should be able to talk through it. Surely you should be able to give me a very simple explanation. Still nothing? Watch the video, he gets a higher jump.
You're rolling too late, it looks like.
I'm rolling, okay, you're rolling too late, okay. So this is where the rolling comes in, right? So this is a roll, by the way.
There is no simple explanation this hard.
There's no, oh, it's very convenient that you would say something like that. There's no simple explanation. You just magically play second. And the glitcher magically just plays first, yeah, because who was saying that when they got to the end they just pressed a lot of buttons? Maybe I just press a lot of buttons and it'll work. Oh, guess not.
Multiple people have done the jump BTW.
Well, I guess pressing a lot of buttons doesn't work. How do pressing a lot of buttons work for you? So okay, so I'm rolling too late. Okay, rolling too late. So I'm getting everything right other than the roll. Okay, so pound, jump. So you tell me where I roll. When do I roll? That's where I'm going wrong. You said I was rolling too early. Okay. Try it again. I don't know how late I can roll. Come on. When do I roll? Pound. Jump. Roll. I'm not working. Rolling. I'm not working. Come on. You know what roll is, don't you? Roll is this. This is roll, yeah? Well, that's probably... Come on, like, you're number one. You're
you
the number
roll
one
right
player.
before he launches you.
What do you mean you roll back before he launches? See, this is the part I don't. See, this is what I'm talking about. So roll before he launches. Why would you roll before? Why would you roll? Why would you roll? Why would a character in a platforming game roll on a spring? It makes no sense. That's why it's a glitch. It's not supposed to happen. Roll before he launches you. See, that's why it makes no sense. You're obviously taking advantage of a move that shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't be happening, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it shouldn't happen. That's what I'm saying. Because it makes no sense. And by the way, I've made that jump.
You gain momentum.
You're explaining it to me. Yeah? You're explaining it to me. But it still doesn't change the fact that it shouldn't be happening. You're taking advantage of a move in a game that shouldn't be happening. Yeah? Because it makes no sense for Sackboy to do a roll to get him to jump higher. It makes no sense. And I've gotten the jump with this broker. I've gotten it many times. In fact, I even made it with platform once, actually, by doing it. What I'm saying is, it's a move that shouldn't be. What time is it? I shouldn't even be fucking here talking. 3:30 in the morning. This is ridiculous. There's better things to be doing with my fucking life than to be on here 3:30 in the fucking morning, talking to two glitchers. It doesn't make a damn bit of sense. Like, I know what you're saying. You're saying roll before the mole launches you. What I'm saying is, like, how many platforming games have you played in the past? Have you played Mario? Have you played Sonic? Because I know in Sonic games, when you jump on, like, let's say, like a spring mushroom, if you jump like, if you jump, not roll, but if you jump at the right moment, you get a higher jump. That makes sense. The same with Mario as well. I've never heard of a platforming character rolling at the right time to get a higher jump. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. Like, how does rolling... Look, I'm rolling right now. This is me rolling, yeah? Rolling. How does rolling make you go higher? Can somebody give me a scientific explanation to that? How rolling makes you go higher? Like, you can tell me that the sky is green, and you can explain to me that the sky is green, but the sky is still blue. Do you know what I mean? And even if the sky was green, I would say that it should be blue.
I don't think it makes you go higher, I just think it makes you go further. In not saying it's super intuitive, or the developers knew you could.
But what I'm saying is you found a way to manipulate the game. Because you can clearly see, if it's that hard to do, right, even though I think it's pulled it off there, if it's that hard to do, like, I mean, like, there's a tutorial, like, I mean, when you start off the game, like, it will tell you, and I can't be talking too loud, like, because there's people asleep in the house, like, and it's, like, not very early here, like, it's very late. What I'm saying is, these are the controls of the game. X to nose, or triangle to nose dive, circle to roll, square to slap, X to jump, right? These are the controls of the game, right? If there was a way, if the game wanted you to get a higher jump, first of all, it wouldn't be that hard to pull off, and the game would have told you how to do it. It wouldn't be hidden away like this. So it is an advantage. And let's face it, if I can't pull this, I mean, I've been playing platform. I have been playing platforming games all of my life. If I can't pull that off, then I'm pretty sure that there's thousands of other people that are not going to be able to pull it off. But players like yourself who are used to capitalizing on these glitches and just knowing the exact like mechanics behind them, of course you're going to be able to cut it off, and that's how you get these high scores. And that's what it is at the end of the day. Like, I mean, you make it look easy in the video, but as you pointed out earlier, how many tries did it take for you to do it?
I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree. I don't think it's wrong to find little tricks to gain advantages, as long as you don't keep the...
I'm not going to agree to disagree. I disagree. Like, you know, like, I'm not going to go with the tires and test just I agree. No, I just disagree. It's a glitch. You can sugarcoat it and you can call it tricks all you like, but it's cheat, it's a glitch, and it's an advantage. It's an unfair advantage, to be quite honest with you, for the majority of gamers. It's an unfair advantage.
So if you disagree, that means you agree to disagree.
What I'm saying is, you are top of the leaderboard right now because you found, quite simply, an unfair advantage. You have manipulated the gameplay to your advantage. I challenge you to play the game normally and see can you get that score. I challenge you to play the game with its standard controls.
I found
standard moveset, right? Standard jumps, standard rolls. Let's see can you make a video. Make a video. I'm not saying do it now because it's obviously very late. Make a video in your free time.
I got 26 seconds without doing the mole thing.
Sure you did. Show me, make a video of it.
I have a video already.
Well, okay, I'll have a look. What is it? CPT Glitchy. I'll even subscribe to your channel. And I'll have a look at that video tomorrow. And I'll see myself if you're pulling off that. But I find that very hard to believe. You can sugarcoat it and call it whatever the hell you want. It is a glitch. Okay, I could be here all night talking about it. Even what am I saying? Like, you've admitted yourself that it is a glitch. You said yourself there was an argument to be made that it's a glitch. What more can I say? I could be here to the early hours of the morning. Like, what more? And what am I saying? It is the early hours of the fucking morning. Jesus Christ, it is the early hours of the morning. I could be here until fucking 7 o'clock in the morning saying this shit to you, like, but like, whether you want to admit it or not, like, you are glitching. Okay? It is a glitch. You are finding, like, ways to manipulate the game to your advantage.
Somebody could beat my score.
And why aren't they? You know? I would think by now, like, you see, it's not the same thing as, like, oh, how can I say this? Like, these scores change regularly, like, because people will get a high. I mean, I find it hard to believe that somebody, like, wouldn't have beaten your score by now, like, unless you have the unfair advantage. Specific jumps at the specific time. Look, Jesus Christ, I'm going to sleep.
You can do it slightly smiling face.
That's that epic BP time. It is so late here. Thank you for joining the live stream, by the way. You can do it. What if I glitch? Basically, look, I need to get some sleep, right? Because my health, right, is more important than a video game. And with all due respect, you know, my life is more important than your life.
Epic time, are you like 43?
Look, you're glitching.
Same good night, lol.
The board of you are glitching. Good night, man. The board of you are glitching, okay? And you can sugarcoat it as much as you want, right?
30.
But it would not change the fact that you're glitching, right? And that's all I'm going to say. Don't take it personally. Don't be offended by it. Alright? Listen, I'm going to end the live stream. I'm going to get some sleep. And I'm going to say thank you for watching. And I'll see you all next time on Greenhill Gaming. Good night.